Welcome back, chemistry fans. Today we are going to do your day 20, I don't remember, 8, I believe it is, warm up. And this one is going to deal with the transition metals that we learned about last time in class. Okay, so let me share my screen with you so we can jump into this. On this, we are starting with the formula, and we want to figure out what the name is for this compound. Now, nothing special about this one. This is from the first day. So this one is magnesium. It is not one of the transition metals. And so you're saying, well, how do I know if it's a transition metal or not? All right, well, let's take a look here. So magnesium is over here on the left. It is not in the middle, so it does not require a Roman numeral. Nothing special about that one. So we can move forward with this one as if it were just a normal compound. So that's magnesium. And then the second part is nitrogen, so that becomes nitride. Nitride, I-D-E is the suffix. Now, going backwards, just simply writing down the two element symbols and then going and figuring out what their charges are. Now, you have several different options to go and figure them out. Again, I am suggesting that maybe you memorize what column they're in so that will help you with the process, or reference one of the different charts that have been given to you over time on your cheat sheet. So calcium is right below it. All elements in the second column have a +2. Carbon is way over here. It has a -4 because it is a non-metal. They are all negative. And if we are counting from left to right, +1, +2, +3, -4 is how this process goes. So we have our two charges now. So we have +2 and we have -4. Those two charges are in the air like they just don't care. We're going to crisscross them down and throw them to the ground. And so I would have 4 and 2. However, you must reduce those down. So that becomes 2 and 1. Ca2, C1. All right. Now, the next two are transition metals, and I know that technetium as well as rhodium. So technetium is right there in the middle, and rhodium is beside it over here to the right. Both clearly in the middle, square in the middle of the periodic table. You will need to use Roman numerals with any elements in the middle of the periodic table. And you're saying, well, which ones do I use? It has to do with the total charge of the anions on the right. So we got to go and figure out what's the charge of sulfur and the charge of oxygen. So we're going to go and look them up. Sulfur and oxygen in the same column, they both have a -2 charge. So we're going to use that now to go and figure out what our total charge is. So there are 2 sulfurs. Each sulfur is -2. That is a sum of -4. Therefore, the technetium must be equal to that, but opposite, so it will be a +4. So the name of this guy will be technetium, or technetium, however you want to pronounce that. And then because it has a Roman numeral, it has a charge of 4, it must now have a Roman numeral of 4. Sulfur becomes sulfide. You don't change the suffix to anything. It's just ID. So technetium 4 sulfide. Now, converting number 4 into symbols. Rhodium is RH. Oxygen is O. We already established that oxygen has a charge of -2, and we are being told that rhodium has a charge of +3. Those charges are in the air like they just don't care. We crisscross them down, we throw them to the ground. So that comes across, that comes across. My final answer is rhodium 2O3. This is my answer. All right, thank you very much for your time. Hopefully you've practiced and you're understanding the content better than you have before. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Farewell.